For March 2008's fandom feature, I am coming to you with what I may consider one of the greatest comedy films of all time. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, it was somewhere at the end of 2001. It was this stupid, little, goofy film about state troopers making fun of each other, pulling pranks on the people that they were pulling over, and just complete wackiness all throughout the film. It was a film called Super Troopers, and if there was one thing that I do remember, I went to see a different movie with my best friend Daniel, and we looked at each other and said, we have to see this movie, and we have to see it right now. So, the movie showed up in theaters. Thank goodness. I had no idea if we were even going to be able to see it or not, but we saw Super Troopers back in 2002, and it is still one of the greatest comedies that I have ever seen. Meow, it's really hard for me to find a good comedy these days. You know what I like to say about comedies, but Super Troopers really holds a testament in regards to what makes great comedy. It, of course, is put together thanks to this brilliant comedic troupe known as Broken Lizard. They have done a couple of other movies in their library like Club Dread and Beer Fest and The Slammin' Salmon, but Super Troopers is still, without a doubt, the best film that they have. It has so many hysterical moments. It is such a fun movie to watch. You still have those jokes in this movie holding up to this very day. Even the lines that are still so quotable are still some of the best things to actually watch when you're watching this movie. Like, he's already pulled over, he can't go over any farther, or it's Afghanistan-imation. The cast is also one of the main reasons why this movie is so good. Not just because of the Broken Lizard troupe, but also other people that are in this movie, like Brian Cox, who I had no idea was in this movie. And I had seen this movie so many times over, and all of a sudden, I'm finally putting two and two together. I said, wow, that really is Brian Cox. And as someone who has seen plenty of Brian Cox films, I've never actually seen him in a comedy role, and I gotta say, he is definitely giving me one of the best performances in Super Troopers. We also have the late Daniel Von Bergen, as well as Marissa Coughlan. Alongside the Broken Lizard group, they definitely play their roles beautifully. But I have to say, Jay Chandrasekhar is without a doubt one of the greatest comedy writers of the last 15 to 20 years. Not only does he direct and write almost all of the Broken Lizards movies, he also does a lot of work with shows like The Goldbergs and Family Guy. I don't know what it is about him, but he just knows how to write incredible comedy. Even with the flat-out, in-your-face jokes, there are even some great subtle jokes in this movie. I think that one of the most overlooked pieces that makes me laugh so hard is his character, who is Alcott Ramathorn, also known as Thorny. Throughout the entire movie, people throughout the cast are trying to pinpoint what race he is. And it is so subtle, but when you actually catch it, it is just great. But of course, you've got Foster and Farva and Mac and Rabbit. They are all so awesome. I did not expect to continue to laugh as hard as I did so many years after seeing this film for the first time. It's been almost 20 years since this movie has come out. And meow, with a sequel coming out, I am definitely excited because this movie is a piece of true comedy gold. If you haven't seen Super Troopers, I don't know what to say to you, because there is no other comedy quite like this one, especially when it came out, which was during some of the golden years of great comedy. Super Troopers is still one of the all-time fantastic comedies, and it's a movie that I have watched numerous times. I am proud to own a copy of this film on DVD, and seeing it after such a long time, again, it still is one of the very best. So that's it, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed my fandom geek out of Super Troopers. Please put your comments in the box below, because I would love to have a discussion with you, and I will see you in the next one. Meow. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.